Yo, it's your boy Armand.
It's the one.
I'm back with another episode of Fight Corner. Sorry for the delays. I've been busy with bro. Let me tell you a story, bro. So I'm calling to book so for us to book the room, we gotta call the tech center and be like, yo, can we book the multimedia room? So I'm trying to get in for the past 2 weeks. I'm like, okay, I want to talk about when they did the TKO boxing, and then I want to talk about the Tank Roach fight. Now it's mad long. It's a month or so it's not even relevant no more. I call, she's like, yeah. I call early in the morning. She's like, yeah, we booked from 12 to 6. I said, what the fuck? And I caught myself because I can't be cursing at the people that ain't their fault. And so, long story short, it's been hard to book it. We're here now, only for 2 hours. But yeah,
we got a lot to cover today. It's been a while. Got some big fights coming up in the future. 2025 is looking like it's going to be another great year for boxing, bro. What you think?
Yeah, I think boxing took MMA's chain.
Oh, yeah.
And
UFC's done, bro.
They come get it.
Yep.
Come get it. Come get it. And UFC is finished.
They're done.
Dana tried to get into... I know we already talked about that in one of the early episodes. I think Dana's a piece of shit. I think the way... And then they're trying to get rid of the Ali Act. You see that?
Yeah, I think you did tell me about that.
So the Ali Act is basically making sure that boxers can't get exploited by promoters. And that's how it used to be in the 80s. And basically, if you look in the UFC, it prevents the promoters from taking majority of the profit from the fighters, right? And they're trying to get rid of it, or they're trying to fix it. It ain't gonna work. I think Turkey is just a man child with money who just does stuff and gets mad and doesn't.
When is that league about to start?
I don't know. They announced it, and then it's been. I think there's a lot of roadblocks. I think they leaked the pay, and the pay was 700.
I did see that. It didn't look that good.
It was if you're a champion or defending champion.
It's a couple $100,000.
Yeah, it wasn't.
I'm gonna say this. I feel like the league is cool if you're trying to make boxing a living. If you're just an average boxer trying to make a steady living, feed your family, I think the league is okay. But if you a top notch guy, a Shakur, a Tank, a Ryan, a top Canelo, not doing that.
Look at this. It says unranked fighters and 10-round bouts receive $20K. Ranked 5 to 10 get $50K. Ranked fighters 3 to 4 get $125K. Championship challengers get $375K. And title defenders, the champions and title defenders, $750K. That's piss poor.
And now I'm thinking
that's piss
are
poor.
their fights gonna even be on pay-per-view, bro? Because if you got pay-per-view, you know how Dana is. I don't even think the fighters are gonna get that much of a cut with the pay-per-view. And then he'll probably give his little BS bonuses too. And
then it's because they're trying to create their own world title. Because I guess they were trying to make the ring.
They're trying to do one belt, right?
They were trying to make the ring belt the championship for that, but it's not. I think a lot of the stuff behind the scenes is not working.
Yeah.
I think that's why it's been a halt in talking. I think the fighter pay getting leaked because everybody was like, "Yo, this is awful." If you're a fighter, you're like, "Yo, why am I? I'm a champion and I'm getting paid $750K."
Yeah.
That's terrible.
Yeah.
That's terrible. That's terrible. Even some even the less popular fighters, they're making more than $750K. They're making more than that. Even I want to think about fighters that's maybe not as popular. We're gonna talk about Barrios. Barrios is not super popular, but Barrios is making at least $1 million in his fights, right? Brian Norman is making at least $500K plus in his fights, right?
Yeah.
And that's because he's not fighting on no names. If he fights Boots, he's gonna get at least 2 to 3. You feel me? Give him $750K is ridiculous. Just get into it. Our boy, we're hard on Shakur, but I like Shakur as a person, right? I think Shakur is a good guy. I think he's a good fighter. I know it may seem like we don't like Shakur. I do like. He's from Jersey, so I support Shakur, right? I just don't like the way he does a lot of things. But dude, he's getting done wrong, bro.
Yeah.
Wrong, bro. Really wrong.
Because I was gonna say, first, didn't Turkey kind of diss him a little bit?
Yeah. At first he was mad. I guess the money he was promised to fight William Zepeda, that's his next fight, right? Undefeated is a really good fight. Turkey say he's not paying that.
Zepeda been ducking for a long time too.
He has.
This is like, I know we want Tank versus Shakur, but this is another. I feel like this is a good fight for both.
This gonna get him ready for Tank.
Yeah.
They're not. I'm not saying Zepeda's on the same level as Tank. I don't think he hits as hard as Tank, but I think he does have some pop, and he's a very active, in-your-face fighter. I think it's a very good preparation.
Yeah.
Just like I think Lamont is good preparation for Shakur.
Mm-hmm.
You know, yeah, and Shakur was mad. I guess Turkey backed off the offer, but then Shakur was like, "I ain't bending the knee for nobody." Now he back with him. I don't get it. But then the most like, why we saying this bullshit, bro? He's on the undercard for like.
Anger, right?
Yes,
Yeah,
like you're not on the undercard for like Crawford or like a bigger name. Like Shakur is big enough to headline a card, especially if it's not pay per view, right? As long as it's not pay per view, Shakur can headline the card easily, right? I think they said when he headlined ESPN shows, he was doing 1 million,
Yeah,
1 million views. Like, but you're having what are they doing? Berlanga versus Shiraz, that's the main event. Like,
and that's not even pay per view, is it?
I don't know.
Yeah, that's nasty. And he's not. None of them are champions either.
No, like this Shakur versus a world championship fight, bro. Berlanga's biggest claim to fame is getting his ass whooped by Canelo for 12 rounds.
Yeah,
and not getting knocked out. Like I never seen somebody like. Could you imagine? Hey man, you ain't knocked me out. He had a parade.
he had a parade. I seen that.
He had a parade.
Driving through New York.
He had a parade for not getting knocked out. Like what are we doing?
Yeah.
Shiraz is coming off a fight where he should have lost. They ruled it a draw. He should have lost, right? Now, I didn't fully watch the fight. I watched parts of it. Some Saudi cards be at like 12 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yeah, they be pretty early on Saturday.
Yeah. But, dude, you're not, like, he barely won this fight. I mean, now a draw wasn't appropriate. A lot of people thought Carlos Adames won. Carlos Adames is moving like he won, which he should. He should. But you acting like him, giving him a main event is ridiculous. I think this isn't a fight that nobody wants to see or nobody cares to see. I think if this was an undercard fight, I would be okay with it. I don't think this is a cool undercard fight. But as a main event, is disrespectful to Shakur, first of all. Because you can say whatever about Shakur. You can say he's boring. You can say he talked too much, yada, yada, yada. But he, at the end of the day, he's still a world-class fighter. And he is, in my opinion, the number 2.
I was gonna say, like, regardless of what you want to say, he's a champion and he's still top 3 in the division.
Yeah,
like,
and a future Hall of Famer.
Like he's his like Hall. He's young, bro.
Yeah.
He's still got a lot of time, but his legacy is definitely way better than Berlanga. I feel like it's unfair, bro.
Berlanga's last fight, bro. They said he fought against his Puerto Rican uncle. No BS. I'm not playing with you. If I'm gonna pull up the picture. First of all, he was in jail. Like he just got out. The guy he fought. Yes. Like they said that he got out not too long ago. He wasn't in shape. He was undefeated, but I think they said because he was in jail. Let me just look it up.
See this.
Let me just look it up. I'm gonna attach the I'm gonna attach the picture of the guy. But dude, like this is not. This is like you see this, bro?
What network are they fighting on? DAZN?
I don't know. I think
like,
it's I don't think they announced it yet.
Okay.
Look at this shit. And respect to Gonzalez, respect the boxer. I'm not even trying to like downplay him, but like, dude,
yeah,
he's clearly not in shape. He's clearly not in shape. Clearly not in shape, and like. Come on, bro.
Yeah.
It's just bad, bro.
It's nasty.
It's just bad, bro. It's just bad, bro. Let me
Yeah, I'm gonna say this. Hopefully Shakur could dominate.
It's gonna be in the zone, yeah.
Yeah, he gotta dominate, bro. Prove him wrong. Basically, like he gotta make an impact, bro. Show him like, bro, I should not be on the undercard. Like you gotta make it known, like, bro, I'm a top main event fighter. I could be on pay-per-view. But he got to dominate, bro. Like, you got to keep getting these good wins. Like, the last one he got, TKO, I think he needed that.
But even the way he did it wasn't like...
I know, but you can say what you want. But regardless, he still got the knockout. But this is going to be a good fight. And I think he'll win. I don't know how it's going to look. I hope he don't make it look boring. But
he need
it goes the distance. I think it might.
It can't, though. Like...
Versus Zepeda?
Now... like Shakur's brand, bro, is like in the mud. It's in the mud, bro. His brand is in the mud because it's like Shakur talk a lot of shit in a sense of he'll be like, yeah, I'm gonna whoop his ass. It's gonna be belted ass. I'm whooping this. It's not gonna be close, right? And then Shakur fights, and he's on some.
Yeah, play it safe.
Yeah, bro. Like I can't. It's like look, right. As a fighter, yo, I don't care if Shakur's like, yeah, I'm gonna win, that's cool. Don't talk like you really gonna put belt to ass, like you really gonna put pain on somebody, and then you fight him and you just point fighting. Yeah. And even the last fight with Padley, bro, it shouldn't have took 8 rounds to get him out. And even Padley didn't even look like hurt for real. Padley just looked like, hey man, like I think.
Yeah, he did look pretty tough.
It looked like Padley just took a lot of body shots. Pause. It looked like he just took a lot of body shots, and he just couldn't sustain it. You feel me? Because he wasn't in shape. And Padley came back and won his last fight too.
Okay.
I actually would see Shakur Padley again if Padley had a full camp because I don't think Padley's bad. Mm-hmm. I think it was on like 4 days notice. You feel me? But yeah, like I said, I don't think. I don't agree with what they're doing.
Yeah, it's wrong.
It's wrong. It's wrong. It's really wrong. And I think Shakur's career. I think the way his management is moving is poor.
And I was gonna say, didn't his promoter somebody drop him too? Or
he left Eddie Hearn. Yeah, he went to Lou Diabella, and I personally think, bro, sign with PBC.
Yeah.
Like, look, I know we talk about Crawford, but Crawford signed with PBC to make the Spence fight happen.
Yeah.
Right, fight deal.
And he did the same to get the belts too. He went to Top Rank.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just gotta cross networks, take the risk, like for the belt.
If I was Shakur, I would sign with PBC. Try to make the Zepeda fight still, because Tank obviously. I think Tank Roach is rumored for like June.
Yeah.
And then fight the winners. If Roach beat Tank, then fight. Fight Roach. Honestly, whoever wins that next fight, go for it.
I like that.
Yeah, I also think I know we talk about Tank a lot, probably too much, honestly. But I just quick thoughts. I think that Tank could win the fight. But I think Roach ain't scared of Tank.
And not anymore, yeah. I mean, I don't think he ever was, but I think now, and he knows, like, okay, I could really beat this dude now. Like,
but he was saying some shit that I thought was like, he was like, Tank too small, he not strong, like, he's mentally, like, he was, like, we talk about Berlanga doing a victory lap after a loss. I'm not going to say Roach doing the same thing, but shit, like,
yeah.
You feel me? Like he's and watching the fight, I think a draw is appropriate because I think Tank won majority of the early rounds.
Yeah, I was gonna say, bro, watching the fight, like the first time I watched it, I really thought it felt like Tank did enough.
I thought him losing round. I thought if he won round 12, he would have won the fight. But I didn't give him round 12.
From my eyes, it looked like Tank was doing it, but it was so close, bro. Like it was. I think draw is appropriate. What was I about to say? I think the knockdown also, like, that was controversial, but at the end of the day, I think draw is fair, and now we get to see him running back. I think that's going to be a good fight again.
No BS, yeah.
But I think Tank might stop him, in my opinion. Mm-hmm. I think Tank TKO 11 round.
I think this gives Tank the motivation that he needed because he was saying how he's been lacking motivation.
Because I ain't gonna lie, bro. Tank was hitting him. He was hitting him with bombs, bro. Like, Roach is tough, though.
I think you can't... Tank trying to do a fire fight with Roach, you got to... Because Tank was getting countered. Tank is usually a counterpunch. Tank was getting countered. Mm-hmm. But I think the fight could go either way. I don't think no one's going to get knocked out. If anyone, of course, Tank would knock him out. I don't think Roach is going to knock him out. But I think it will be a good fight, and I think the winner needs to face the winner of Shakur Zepeda.
Yeah. My fault. I'm gonna go Tank TKO 11 round.
Okay, so I'm going Shakur UD by Zepeda, maybe late round stoppage, depending on his hands. And then for the Tank Roach rematch, I'll go Tank. I'll go Tank UD. I don't know if he's gonna stop Roach, but I don't know. I'm gonna just pick Tank. I'm not gonna pick the thing. But apparently he was about to fight Jake Paul.
Yeah.
Which is ridiculous.
That's bad.
That's ridiculous. That's awful.
That's bad.
You know why I think so? I think because Canelo was about to fight Jake Paul, and then Turkey stepped in and gave him a super bag to fight Crawford. And I think PBC is just like, hey, man, we messed up with Canelo. Like, we ain't closing the deal with Canelo. All right, I'm going to give you Tank. I don't know what boxing commission would clear it. Jake Paul is like 6'3".
Bro, like, that's...
Bro, Tank is 5'5".
Yeah, bro.
Like, what are we doing, bro?
Bro, Jake Paul probably damn near outweighed Tank by almost like 100 pounds.
Probably easily on it.
Jake Paul easily walk around at like 190, bro. Easy.
Eddie Hearn said Jake Paul probably around like 230, bro.
He's a big kid, yeah.
Eddie Hearn said that apparently Tank is fighting Paul in November.
You know, we know that Gervonta's going to fight Jake Paul in November, and then we'll see what happens if there's an AJ fight. Be interested to go from Gervonta Davis to Anthony Joshua, but I don't think.
I hope he's.
You said what?
Yeah, Eddie Hearn literally just said that in an interview I seen. He was like Tank is fighting Paul in November. I hope they're linking it because I wouldn't. I'm gonna be real, bro. I wouldn't fuck with Tank after that.
Yeah, like, cause like, in my opinion, bro, Tank moving like he kind of.
I can't respect that.
Like, Tank is moving like legacy cemented. Like, I could do fun fights now.
Look, yo, Tank need to fight Shakur, Keyshawn, and
Ooh.
Shakur and Keyshawn before he retired. Those are two. Tank could fight Roach, Shakur, Keyshawn, and then if you want to fight Jake Paul, I don't really care. But you need to go Roach, Shakur, Keyshawn. Maybe rematches within those, but those should be your next three.
Because like obviously he's not moving up. Loma fight's done. We don't want to see him versus Cambosis.
I pick Keyshawn to beat Tank too. Like right now, I pick Keyshawn to beat Tank.
Oh, no.
I think the more time passes, the more I give Keyshawn, the better Keyshawn gets.
Yeah.
Keyshawn fighting.
I think right now Tank could beat him though. If he can get him right now, I think he could.
He's not gonna fight for another 2 years, probably. Because he probably gonna fight.
If he don't fight him in 2 years, I don't think it's gonna happen.
He knows what's probably gonna happen. He probably gonna. Whoever say Tank wins, right? Tank beat Rhodes, Shakur beat Zepeda. Probably Tank Shakur in like November, December, right? That would be my goal, right? Now if Keyshawn want to wait, because Keyshawn's big, so I can see him going up to 140.
I was gonna say, bro, in 2 years, Keyshawn might fuck around and move up.
But I can see Keyshawn waiting to fight Tank. Like if he could get him in 2026, I think they can do it. But honestly, I won't be surprised if we see Keyshawn fight Shakur. Because say if Keyshawn put a beating on De La Santos. Now, granted, De La Santos coming off like a 2 year. Keyshawn versus Edwin De La Santos is official. What is it, in June? Say if Keyshawn put a beating on him, even though De La Santos is coming off like a year layoff or whatever, and regardless, the narrative's gonna be like, yo, why couldn't Shakur do it? You know?
Yeah. And also, in my opinion, like I think it's more like I know that Shakur said he didn't want to fight Keyshawn like plenty of times, but in my opinion, I think it's more Shakur. I know we keep talking about Shakur, bro, but like I think it's more Shakur not wanting to fight him than Keyshawn. Like to me, Keyshawn is like that's my guy. But it's like if he with it, I'm with it. Like I'm with it all. Like, I'll fight him. Shakur is more like nah, like that's my brother. Like we'll never fight.
Nah, Keyshawn would beat him.
I think Keyshawn. If they really wanted it to happen, I think Keyshawn would be down.
And I think I'm not gonna call Shakur insecure. Like I'm not gonna say that. But I do think like fan chatter gets Shakur's head a lot. So if Keyshawn beat De La Santos, and fans, yo Shakur, why couldn't you do that? Why couldn't you do that? I think Shakur gonna go on Twitter and start talking crazy.
Yeah, I'm gonna say this though. De La Santos not bad.
He's not bad. He's not. He's not at all. But yeah, we'll see. I think the lightweight division is always something going on.
Yeah.
Like I said, it's William Zepeda versus Shakur. I'm gonna say July 12th in New York, on the Zone. Undercard is messed up.
It's messed up.
And then, like I said, Tank Roach rumored to be in June, so that's coming up in June. Keyshawn versus De La Santos. Let's see, Davis versus De La Santos. That's coming. That's coming soon. That's coming soon too. June 7th. June 7th. Yeah, but in recent news too, now this is rumored, but it's been like heavily reported that like, yo, Pacquiao's coming out of retirement.
Man, get out of here, man.
Yo.
Get out of here with that, bro. Because how old is Pac? He at least 40 plus. Like, he's at least 45.
Pacquiao got to be at least 45. 46.
He's
Oh, wow.
46,
Yeah,
bro.
46. So apparently, Pacquiao was like runs for Senate in the Philippines. And what's happening is they said that they got to wait till after his Senate race is done to announce the fight. Apparently, Mario Barrios is the WBC welterweight champ. And they're going to run Pacquiao versus Barrios. They said rumor July 19th for the 26th for WBC champ. Apparently it's not on pay-per-view either.
Okay. Yeah.
Las Vegas or San Antonio.
I'm going to say this, man. I think, low-key, bro, that's a safe fight for Pacquiao.
Yeah.
Because, like, bro, Barrios be getting hit. And, like, I love Barrios, bro. Like, he's a warrior, but he even, like, his last fight is just, it's like slugfest, bro.
Yeah, every fight's a slugfest.
Every fight's a slugfest. And, like, also, I can't remember exactly, but did he win a belt from that fight, or did they give it to him because somebody, like, vacated or something?
Mario Barrios. I think he beat somebody. I think what
Because I don't.
No. He didn't beat nobody. Because
I
remember,
don't remember him like beating anybody for the belt.
remember, it was the undisputed. It was Spence
And Crawford.
Yeah,
So
and then it was
all
Crawford
belts.
was undisputed, and then
That's what I'm
Crawford.
saying. Yeah,
yeah.
Like, I don't. Like, that's what I'm saying. I don't really, like, bro. I haven't really seen him have like a stellar performance. I don't know if Tank might have messed him up after, but I just don't see him beating. I don't know, bro. Like, you never know, but I think Pacquiao might come in and put hands on him, bro. Like, low key.
Did you see the post? And it was like, who do you think? What legend could come out of retirement right now and win a championship? And low key, bro. I think like
Boy.
I feel like we're disrespect. A lot of people disrespect Barrios. Like we act like Barrios is some scrub, and Barrios not no scrub.
Nah, he just get hit a lot though.
But like, if Floyd and Barrios fought right now,
You gotta stop.
I'm not betting. Like I'm not picking
Stop,
Barrios.
bro.
I'm sorry. Like I'm not trying to disrespect him because he's a world champion. Okay, so Barrios he lost the Tank in 2021.
And he wants to keep Thurman.
I remember that was a close fight though.
Thurman,
but he
Thurman
lost.
ain't
Yeah,
fight.
yeah.
Bro, before, because he got knocked out by Pacquiao too, right?
Thurman,
Or
he
got
lost.
knocked
He knocked down.
but
Remember
He stopped fighting for a couple years after.
Yeah, what happened was he lost to Pacquiao. So Pacquiao was supposed to fight Spence, but Spence had to get another eye surgery, and then that's when Ugas stepped in on short notice, and Ugas beat Pacquiao, and then that's when it was Spence.
Yeah.
And in hindsight, Pacquiao should have just waited for Spence instead of fighting Ugas, but he probably thought I could beat him. But then he okay, so this is what happened. He beat Devin. So he moved up to 147. I think this is his first fight at 147. Because remember he was at 140 against Tank. He fought Yordanis Ugas. We were just talking about Ugas. He was WBC interim. That's 2023. And then he fought Fabian Maidana. That was his last fight in 2024. And that was when who was it? That was the undercard of Serrano.
Yo, I'm trying to think. In 2024.
Oh, no.
Yo, we might have been watching this fight. I think he was. Yo, I think Barrios was getting beat.
Oh
up.
no.
Like, he won, but he was his face.
Abel Ramos. That was the one. That was for the Jake Paul.
Yeah,
Mike Tyson.
that was a good fight too.
Fiasco.
But I'm saying this fight, we definitely watched this fight.
Yeah.
I feel like his face was looking crazy. Like, he won, but he just gets hit a lot.
His last fight was a split draw.
Yeah, like a lot of his fights, and they all going 12 rounds, bro. Like he's doing 12 rounds of like war. Like Pacquiao might fuck around and put hands on him. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, you feel me? And yeah, so I mean, Pacquiao's a legend. So we'll see what he can do. I think that'd be a great story because he have to be the oldest. Because what Foreman, rest in peace, George Foreman.
Yeah, rest in peace, George Foreman.
He was 45,
45. Okay.
and so Pacquiao's 46. So that'll be a heck of a. But that's because in the older, like, realistically, let's be real about boxing. The bigger you get, the less size. I mean, the less skill it is.
Yeah.
Right.
And
And
Foreman hit hard.
yeah, Foreman still has the power. Now, when you're in the smallest weight classes, you need skill.
Mm-hmm.
Can Pacquiao beat Bar? And if I'm Pacquiao and beat Barrios, I'm relinquishing. As soon as I win, hey, WC belt, relinquish.
Yeah.
I'm not fighting Boots. I'm not fighting Boots. Boots gonna hurt. He gonna hurt Pacquiao. But hey, respect to Pacquiao. If he think he can get it done, he can get it done.
Mm-hmm.
I guess we gotta wait the announcement, but
Yo, I got a weird feeling Ryan gonna try to fight Pacquiao if he beat Barrios.
remember they were supposed to do it,
fight. Bro. He would, bro. Because look, after Pacquiao, after Pacquiao, I feel like the year he was supposed to fight Spence, Ryan was gonna fight him too
in an exhibition.
Yeah.
Yes, because remember before he fought, what happened was before he fought Tank. That's a good callback. I remember he was trying to fight Pacquiao in an exhibition before he fought Tank, but they couldn't agree on a weight because at that time Ryan was trying to go up to 147. So then he ended up fighting Tank because they called him out. They was like, "Bro, you just trying to fight Pacquiao, bro. Like they're not gonna fight." But I could see Pacquiao winning and then doing Pacquiao Garcia. Now I think Ryan would knock him out, sadly, but
that would be wild.
it's one more bag.
That pay-per-view,
That might do $1 million.
might be stupid.
That might do $1 million.
It might be stupid, that pay-per-view.
And even a segue, so now they're making Ryan. It's just segue. We have a bunch. It's a bunch of fights coming out in like the next 2 weeks. Really, like this weekend we have Eubank versus Bam. We're gonna talk about that in a little bit.
Yeah.
But you have Canelo versus Skull. This is all. I think it goes Haney, Ryan, and Tio on Friday. Inoue versus. I don't know who Inoue's fighting.
He fighting in America, right?
Oh, Ramon Cardenas. Excuse me. Oh, he caught on Nakatani. Nakatani, nice.
Yeah, he is nice. I think he's fighting in the U.S. though, right?
Yeah. He's there right now. I'm trying to see when the date is.
Yo, I don't like how they be doing it anyway, bro.
It's because he's Japanese.
He trying to be like, oh, he never fight in the U.S. He don't fight in the man.
It's because he's Japanese. They
sent. No disrespect. They sent Fulton over there, man.
And Fulton is nice, bro.
Fulton is
and he
nice.
just won another belt.
He did. Man, they sent him over there, man. Anyway, put the hands on him.
So it goes. Yeah, it wasn't even close. It made Fulton look like and Fulton is nice, bro. Philly.
Yeah.
Shout out Boost too, defending his belt. Studying on this about a week or two ago. That was really good. So it goes Haney and Haney versus Jose Ramirez. No, it's Garcia versus Rolly. Haney versus Jose Ramirez, and I don't even know who Tio fights. Fucking. And then Saturday is Canelo versus Skull, and then Sunday is Inoue versus.
Inoue fight will probably be. Well, Inoue fight is probably realistically going to be Monday morning.
No, it's in America.
Oh, it's in America.
It's in America.
Right.
It's in Las Vegas.
You're right.
On a Sunday, that's odd.
At
but
night?
Yeah, they should just had everybody on the same card.
Yeah.
Make it a super card. They should have made it a super card. But yeah, so let's talk about them fights. So apparently they made boots. Basically, Rolly versus Ryan is for the WBA #1 contender, which is stupid. I don't understand this.
Yeah. How does Rolly get like another chance to get a belt?
Well, it's because Rolly is a former WBA champ, I guess. So you have Rolly versus Ryan. Ryan should knock him out.
Yeah.
He should.
He should.
I
don't know, man. Rolly might try to floor Ryan too, because Rolly's not good. But I feel
just
like
hit hard.
he could stick to the game plan.
But Rolly also isn't a big guy. They're fighting at 147. He's not a big guy.
He's like muscle big though. He's not like tall. But he got some size paws.
Ryan's a big guy. Ryan can make 147. I want to say Haney fight is at 144, which is weird. Yeah, which is weird. It's at a catch weight. Oh, because they both 140. So is it at 147? I thought it was at 144. So it's at 147. I think it's 144. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think it's at 144, which is weird, but I think they changed it to 147. Okay. Yeah, so it's at 147. Good, because that didn't make no sense. Haney should win. Haney got to look good too. Mm-hmm. Haney has to look good, but this is the issue right now with Haney, right? And Tio, whatever. Tio probably won. I don't care. If Haney wins, right? I know they said they have a contracted bout for October. If both win, but
Ryan.
Yeah, but if Ryan wins, he's the #1 contender for the WBA belt. So and Boots has got so now he's Boots number 1 contender. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not good.
So what are they gonna do? What are they gonna do? Ryan versus Boots, and then Ryan versus Haney, or are they gonna do Ryan Haney?
He might just go Ryan Haney and then
Boots. He got to fight a mandatory. They say WBA mandatory.
Can Ryan duck that?
No, he has another mandatory before Ryan. So basically, he'll be the number 1 contender after the mandatory. So basically, what I think might happen is Boots versus the mandatory. Ryan versus Haney. Probably make that for the WBA regular, right?
Yeah.
The number 1 contender belt. Mm-hmm. Whoever wins should fight Boots, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Right?
Yo, they were saying in Philly people be talking about Boots like Goku.
Yo, I like Boots. Boots look really good against Stanley.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. He definitely proved me wrong.
Yeah.
Because I was saying he's good, but I feel like he didn't really get challenged. That was a challenge, and he definitely.
I think he fights down the competition.
Yeah, he made that look easy though.
It's like a Crawford issue because Crawford do the same shit. Like Crawford, when he fights certain people, it's like whatever. But when he locked in, I'm saying like Crawford could beat Canelo. Mm-hmm. I just think the size difference is too much. Yeah. But Crawford, I think Crawford could comfortably go up to 160 and win a belt, right? But yeah, and then Canelo versus Skull.
Canelo, yeah.
I mean, it's only because the IBF stripped him. Like the only reason why Canelo's really fighting Skull is so when he wins, him and Crawford could be for undisputed. But that's literally the only reason. But yeah. So Inoue, probably about KO.
Yeah.
So that's May 4th. So Haney versus Ramirez and Garcia versus Rolly is May 2nd, right? Friday, May 2nd. It's in New York, but it's like a private crowd. We're fighting outside. It's weird. Whatever. Canelo versus Skull. I think that's in Saudi. That's on Saturday afternoon, and then Sunday night you have Inoue versus what was his name? Cardenas, I want to say.
Yeah.
Yeah, versus Ramon Cardenas. So that's a good fight. Really good boxing weekend. This I know we talked about the egg slap.
Yeah.
That's this week. Ben versus Conor Ben versus Chris Eubanks Jr.
Who you got?
I think a lot of I'm gonna go with Eubank. I'm gonna go with Ben. I think a lot of people were saying they don't think Eubank's in the right mindset, and it's unfortunate because I try to stay away from family issues, and I've been trying to avoid that.
Eubank is the one that slapped him, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
But did you see how his dad called him a disgrace? Mm-hmm. So basically, so Conor Ben and Nigel Ben and Chris Eubanks are two legendary UK boxers, and they fought. And I want to say Chris Eubanks Sr. He beat Nigel. So one fight he won, the other was a draw. I don't know who. I didn't watch both because it's the 80s. But I don't know if it was one of those so and so should have won, or it was a correct draw.
So they dads fought each other.
Yes,
that's fire.
Yes,
that's fire.
So this is now the kids, but the issue is they couldn't get the weight together. But now, so first of all, Eubank already missed. It's whack. They charged him $500K because he was 0.02 over. It was 60.02, and they didn't give it to him. It's not even a title belt. It's not a. Usually, you can rock on a title belt.
That and pause. They didn't let him take anything off to kind of make weight.
He did. He was. It was 0.5, and he got down to 0.02. I'm gonna say, or it was 0.2, then he got down to 0.05. It was one of the two.
So it's not. It's like a non-title fight.
It never was a title fight. That's what I'm saying. It never was a title fight.
Yeah,
and then it's a catch weight at 170. So I think the fight might be tomorrow.
Yeah, it is tomorrow.
Oh, I'm done. I'm done. It's Friday today. Yeah, so he can't rehydrate over 170. I think the rehydration clause. Now I think Eubanks a better fighter than Ben easily.
That's what I was thinking.
I think Ben can't really hit too hard either, especially him going up weight. But
yeah, what weight class is this?
So I guess it's at middleweight. I guess it's at middleweight. And Ben weighed in on 156, 157.
Yeah, I don't think Ben's a big guy.
He's a welterweight. He's a welterweight.
He's not a big guy.
That's why he's had a catch weight and a rehydration clause. So yeah, but I think people were saying I think it's been a lot with his dad. I think mentally, and he did say too I don't like when fighters. This is why I knew something was off for Tank. Whenever a fighter starts mentioning retirement, something's off, right? And Tank started mentioning retirement. Now he draws for Roach, right? Eubank was if I lose to Ben, I'm retiring. I don't like that. I want Eubank to win, but I think Ben is going to win. I think it might just be too much going on.
Really? What you think is going to go the distance?
Yeah. I don't know. I think we see a slow.
Crazy. I'm not really like familiar with both fighters that much, but I do know that Eubank is like more skilled and is the better fighter. So I think I'm gonna go Eubank, UD.
Yeah, we're gonna see. It's gonna be a good fight. It's definitely.
I'll go Eubank split. I might go split.
What time is that fight tomorrow? We can watch it.
Yeah, we could watch that. It might be during the day, to be honest.
Yeah, because in the UK.
It's in the UK.
Saturday tomorrow. At 5.
Oh, that's not bad.
What is
oh,
it?
wait, BST.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably gonna be during the daytime.
Excuse me. Damn.
5,
Yeah, so
yeah.
about around 5. Yeah, so that's midday. Cool. Yeah, so you know, it's a lot of boxing going on. We sorry it took so long to get another episode out.
Yeah.
It's a lot of boxing going on. You know, we got Canelo. Canelo fight is always a spectacle, regardless who he fights. It's always going to be an interesting fight. We got Shakur fighting in July. Poor Shakur, bro. Like I genuinely feel bad for him. I don't like the undercard is clown shit. He shouldn't be on the undercard. Pacquiao's room to come back. Maybe we can see Pacquiao. Nah, I don't think Floyd come out every time.
Nah.
Hey,
They probably keep doing like
if Pacquiao come out and win a belt, you don't think Floyd might be like?
I don't know. I'm hearing what I'm hearing though with Floyd. He spends a lot of money, so he's gonna keep fighting for like the exhibitions and stuff.
Yeah,
but I don't know if he'll come back competitively and fight real bouts. Cause like also I don't think he will. Like I don't think he will lose versus, but he might need to stay away from these youngins.
Oh
yeah. Like I don't think he's gonna blemish that.
Yeah. No, the fight Pacquiao. But if Pacquiao win a belt, it's on shit on Floyd. Hey man, shit.
Fight Pacquiao?
Yeah, shit. If they sanction it, but hey man, yeah.
That'd be crazy.
That would, but it's the WBC, so everything's always we didn't even talk about Bivol. Bivol better be if they're having their third trilogy, but it's not undisputed. I don't care for it. I don't care for the third fight now. Yeah. So Benavidez is now the WBC and the WBA. I think they gave him the WBA belt, or he's like the mandatory. Like they have the regular and super. Yeah.
No.
But now he's a world WBC champion.
Is it a duck?
Yes.
Bivol.
Yes, bro. Nobody wants to see. Bro, in my opinion, I thought Bivol won both fights. Why do I need to see a trilogy? Yeah. Who gives, I don't care, bro. I don't care to see a trilogy. Mm-hmm. I'd rather see Benavidez is clearly the best in the division. And apparently, too, when Benavidez and Bivol fought, sparred, Benavidez gave him crazy work. For real, that's what everybody said. I'm not sure if he knocked him out, but they said it was like Benavidez was like, yeah, he hurt him in preparation for Canelo. They said Benavidez gave Bivol work. So Bivol hey, man.
Sheesh.
Yeah, bro. So, you feel me? So, yeah, it's a lot. Like I said, boxing is continually, is now back to premier sport. With us graduating and stuff, we don't know what we got a hold in the future about the pod, but we just gonna keep on doing our thing. And yeah, anything else?
Yeah, this was a good episode. We got a lot to talk about in the future. 2020, like I said, 2025 is gonna be a good year for boxing, bro.
Yeah, Kizzy. So catch y'all.
Yep. Peace.